Hi, YouTubers and Strive members. Welcome to the Strive Wealth Builders YouTube channel. Today I will be discussing Where's the Money by request. Before I get started, please allow me to introduce myself to those that are not familiar with our platform. My name is Detra Harris, and I'm the Managing Director for Strive Wealth Builders. We are a RIA located in the San Francisco Bay Area. If you have not visited our website, please do so at strivewealthbuilders.com. If you are not a member, please join today. We'd love to have you. And if you are not a subscriber to our YouTube channel, please click the subscribe button now, like us, and become a family member. That way you will get our notifications. By request, I'm going to give you some lenders that I'm familiar with and that I've used in the past. There is a video that I put out earlier that's called Who's Got Your Money? And that's what this video is, the second story to Who's Got Your Money. So I advised everyone in that video that when you're seeking funding for your projects, that's what you should be thinking. Who's got my money? And so, as a result of that, I've been asked to give us some lenders that I've used that I was successful at getting a loan. So I'm going to do that today. Now, before I get started, let me disclose. I am not getting paid to give you these lenders' information. I'm going to give you only my experience with these lenders. So I want to make sure that we understand that I am not getting paid from these lenders to advertise on their behalf. I'm going to give you my experience only. Now, secondly, it is very important for you to do your own due diligence before you fill out any applications. There's a lot of scammers out there, and we want to be very, very aware of who we are doing business with and make sure they're legitimate. A lot of scammers, they will have websites, they have professional applications, they have professional telephone services, and they are scammers. So please, before you fill out any applications or forward over any money, please do your due diligence. Now, what I'm going to start with is our newbies. Those that are new to this business and you would like to acquire your first loan and you're not sure how to go about that, and this is your first loan and your first project. So I'm going to give you some tips on when I first started and what lenders I use for that. And then we're going to move into the middle of the road for those that have closed a few deals and you'd like to apply for loans because you have at least 3 deals that you've already closed. And we're going to talk about market rate housing, and then we're going to move into affordable housing and what lenders have been successful for me in terms of working with them to close a loan on an affordable housing project. So let's get started. My first deal and the first loan for my first deal under my LLC. So let me back up just a little bit. I'm going to talk about those that are that have an LLC and that you want to purchase your property underneath your LLC, which I highly suggest that you do that. So when I first established my LLC, the first lender that offered me great terms, considering that I was new and this is my first property, and also didn't require that I gave my personal tax returns, was Patch of Land. So many of you have heard of Patch of Land, okay? And let me say this, is that it really is the loan agent's responsibility to give good service. A lot of time these organizations, they could be large and they give loans in multiple states, but it's really the loan officer that drives your deal. So I happened to get a really good loan officer under Patch of Land, and I was able to close my first deal under Patch of Land. So check them out. Then I moved to Impact Mortgage, right? Impact Mortgage also was very helpful in obtaining a loan and also had low interest rates, and they did not require my tax returns, my personal tax returns, and I was able to get some great rates with Impact Mortgage. And then once I had at least 3 deals underneath my belt, I was successful at working with Capital 360. So that's another lender that I felt that was very good and had excellent interest rates and was able to work with me and get the deal done fairly quickly and within a great timeline. So, Capital 360. Then from Capital 360, I moved to Argento Commercial Capital. Loved Argento. They were able not only to close my deals with a great interest rate, they also provide me with lines of credit that I can use for my down payment. So that was really, really good. And that helped me to be able to scale a lot faster, having a line of credit and being able to deal flow. So that was Argento. Now, I must put this in there because this is fact. We also, meaning Strive Wealth Builders, we also provide loans for our club members and the general public. Now, we do have some restrictions on our loans. You must have a credit score of 650 or above, and we'd like for you to have some skin in the game. But we're working on better terms. So we can offer you great terms, 8% or above, 8% or lower if you have skin in the game, as we call it, and a little higher than 8% if you have no experience. So please visit our website and go to our loan programs and check us out. We can also help you secure that loan that you need for your property. Now, I'm going to give you a big no. No, do not go here, okay? And again, this is my personal experience, and I had a bad experience with this company. And they know, believe me, I didn't bite my tongue. I went to the higher, I did everything. They are called Express Loans 911. Terrible experience, and they charge you fees that you will not get reimbursed for. They lied to me. They put me in a deal. Then they changed their terms. It was a complete nightmare. Don't use them. Don't go to them. I'm telling you. And then I just read a lot of negative views about their services, about their deals. Crap. I had a terrible experience, and I lost $13.95 in my application fees. They would not return it. They would not work with me. It was awful. Express Loans 911, don't use them. I had a bad experience. Now, let's move on to non-profit organization and also affordable housing. Now, these lenders that I'm going to share with you are very, very popular in this space. And a lot of times they want to work with nonprofit organizations. So if you are an advocate of affordable housing, and you may be for-profit, you can still apply for their loans, but they really like working with nonprofit organizations. We happen to have a nonprofit organization, so we fit that model. Our nonprofit organization is called SWB, Delivers Outreach Program. Please visit our website at swbdelivers.org. Learn more about what we do. Now, I have to say that this lender that I'm about to share with you has been so great in terms of funding projects, and that's CSH, Corporation for Supportive Housing. Number one, best terms, 150 LTV, up to 150 LTV. Amazing. They have great programs, so that's number one. Another really good source for affordable housing is LYFT, Low Income Investment Fund. Also Enterprise, very popular, very supportive in that space. And NEF, National Equity Fund, as well as Capital Impact. So those are the lenders that I have personally used and I have experience with, and I had some really good experience. So I think that is a good start for right now, and there are a ton, literally, hundreds and hundreds and thousands of lenders out there that would be willing to work with you. But it is important for you to build your relationships, and I talk about building relationships quite a bit. So now that I have built those relationships, when I have a deal that fits the criteria of one of these lenders, I send it over to them. They know me, they know my practice, and I get my deals closed. So I hope this information was very helpful for you. Get out there and do that research and close those deals. See you next time.